Now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, PUCL Podcast.
It's PUCL! PUCL! It's PUCL! PUCL! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! PUCL! PUCL.
And welcome to the 491st episode of the PUCL Podcast. I'm here today with my amateur podcast co-host. I'm Trainer Thatch, your host. I forgot that part. If you're new to the show, I'm Trainer Thatch. But I've got my amateur photographer co-host. We've got Dr. Shamu.
Look who's calling us amateur, and you're the one that messed up the intro already.
I know. I've only done this for 491 episodes.
Sit down next to us, all right? You're the amateur as well.
I am an amateur. I guess we're technically amateur because we're not doing this for like a living, right? But we also have the man who looks like Todd Snap himself, Seth Vilo.
It's getting very cramped here in the Neo 1, I gotta say. With three people in it at once.
Two's a lot. Three's a bit too much.
Three's a crowd.
Shamu, move to your left.
I can't.
All right. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to the PUCL Podcast. PUCL stands for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name the royal we, came up with in 2007. We talk everything here, Pokemon, from the trading card game to the video game and everything in between. This is like a slight, like an almost in between, I would say, episode, because we get to talk about Snap. I'm excited for this, actually. This game exceeded my expectations.
So far, yeah.
But my expectations were not very high. So we'll keep that in mind. My expectations were not very high. But I am excited to talk about about that today. But before we do that, though, like, you guys been up to anything exciting? Anything cool? Anything hip?
Just it's been Snap for the last day or two. That's all I've been really doing.
Just Snap.
Pokemon-wise. Yeah. Just as a clarification too, I have beaten the game. They have not.
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because you're crazy.
I know a couple of people.
Yeah. Holy mackerel.
I think Linnea beat it before me, actually. So.
Oh my word! What is?
So I also
what are
I played
you
it
people?
for like.
It's been out
We
for.
both played it we played it at launch night. So
Yeah.
got 4 hours
yeah.
in. I was dead for 12 hours, and then at some point during that, he also woke up and got most of it done.
Well, I heard from the reviewers, it's like a 12-hour game, maybe.
It's like 8.
Yeah, it can be 8.
I think by the time I beat it, I had 11 hours in game. But the thing is, I had it running in the background while doing other things too.
Okay.
So it is like an 8-hour game. I would say you can make it be longer, but full completion is a while because you got to fearing for every kind of behavior shot, like the 1 through 4 stars. There's a bunch of stuff we can go over, but
yeah, we'll
we'll
talk
There's
about
a lot of things.
I think it's more feature rich than I expected, but that's
yeah, I don't deny that. It's a lot more than I expected, and then I think it's got a fine price tag for what it is.
Yeah,
it's not for everyone though.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Seth, anything with you? It's been a while. We did a Battlecast 2 months ago, and
yeah.
We probably did something in between.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think we had another episode of the regular show in here somewhere. I think since last time I've acquired a kitten, so that is something that I'm having to nurse. I think as of today, it's 5 weeks old. So,
yeah, you told me it was like a 2-week-old kitten when you got it.
No, it was like 2 hours.
2 hours? Oh my gosh!
I had to have found that thing the day of.
Oh my gosh! Like my
so yeah.
Speaking of kittens, my parents have a problem, and
okay.
So 2 years ago, so my brother moved out of the house 2 years ago, right? Moved out, and so there's definitely a little bit of empty nesting going on. And what happened was there was a cat that started living underneath their shed in the backyard. Cat got pregnant. Cat had 4 kittens.
Wow.
And
all right.
My parents, being the bleeding hearts they are, they're feeding the kittens.
It's every 2 hours at the beginning couple weeks. I'm up to every 6 hours now, but I feel that.
Oh, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. They're just putting food out for them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just putting food out for them.
I guess because they had mom. I am mom in this case.
They had mom. 100%. They had mom. And so they were doing it just to feed mom so like mom could take care of the kittens. But then the kittens grew up.
Right.
3 of the kittens are still around.
Uh-huh.
Two of them live inside now. Then another mama cat showed up, had another litter of kittens. They continued to feed kittens outside. One of the original kittens got pregnant, had a litter of kittens.
Oh my word.
So they were up to like 10 cats living in their backyard or something at one point.
Oh my god.
And then yeah, and so like I keep calling them. I'm like, you got to get them like spayed and neutered, so it doesn't keep like you don't have like a population problem, you know?
A small city.
Yeah, I'm like, you're just gonna have like a backyard of cats. Like you already have.
My aunt had the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
Except it wasn't like just a backyard. It was
Yeah.
their own cat was not
Yeah.
spayed. It was let out. It came back. Boom! Now they have 10 cats running around.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it just got
was,
worse.
Like, that's how I got one of ours. Like we got one of ours from them. Because, like they're trying to get rid of them. Like find a home for a bunch. And
Yeah,
it was,
it just got worse because out of like the cats that were living back there, 3 of them were pregnant now.
My
So
word.
yeah, it's just exponential growth here, man, because they
Yeah.
won't do anything about it, and so it's getting real bad. The thought I had to at least help monetize it, maybe a little bit for myself, but to like help my parents pay for all the cat food that they feel like they have to buy, is to I was gonna like buy a bunch of GoPros and like set it up around their backyard and just stream it
Oh
on
my
Twitch 24
gosh.
hours. That way people could like, it's just like people would donate to that too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Whether it's not a lot, but they would.
They would donate like if as long as it's like the $30 a month for like their cheap bag of dog food from Rural King or cat food
Yeah.
from Rural King. I don't think they'd care. It's really bad because like my dad blames my mom, but my dad's the one going out there with like cans of tuna and stuff, and
It's like those
it's a
memes.
problem. Yeah, it's a problem.
Dad and the pet.
Yeah, there's like also the there's also the what's it called? There's the surprise cameos from 2 raccoons. That come up every once in a while because there's food outside. Like one of them doesn't even run away now. Like when they go out to like scare him off, doesn't run away. He like
Wow.
waddles. He'll like waddle away because he's gotten so fat from eating, and
Oh
he'll
my gosh.
yeah, he just like waddles away. He doesn't go fast at all. There is also a possum. The possum doesn't eat the food though. The possum likes sleeping in the little cat hutches they built. So
All right.
guest
I
appearances.
mean, at least possums can't get rabies. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's just like it's guest appearances all over the place. But with that, I think this is a good place to stop. We're a Pokemon podcast, not a nature documentary podcast about cats.
We
living
do
in
have the pet pics thing on Discord now, so it is slightly thematic.
Yeah. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and kick it on over to the news.
Coming to you live from the Lavender Town Radio Tower. This just in.
And welcome to the news. There's actually a lot to talk about that's not Pokemon Snap. I'm surprised. There's more to talk about than there has been to talk about. That's my answer.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, Seth. So go ahead, break it down. Tell us about Original Stitch.
Heck yeah, this is honestly my favorite of the more recent Pokemon topics because I check their Instagram like daily to see what new patterns come out. So, Original Stitch, they're the people who make those really cool, but parentheses, really expensive Pokemon shirts. And they're continuing on with their Hoenn patterns, and they have themed them around the different box legends. So that's kind of an interesting way they're filling out the remainder of the Hoenn decks. There's the ground theme, which has things like Groudon, obviously, and Flygon and things like that, and other stuff that I guess is kind of ground related, whatever. But those are all, I think they're out now, the ground theme ones,
The ground ones are out, I think. Yeah.
as of a few days ago. And I tell you what, some of those patterns go a lot harder than they should. The Breloom one I want to get, like, they are beautiful. So those are out. The ocean themes will be releasing in July, and the sky themes will be releasing in September. And if I have to wait until September to get my Sableye shirt, I guess it's kind of a birthday present to myself, but I'm still going to be mad about it.
I'm gonna be mad about it. I don't know. Those are always nice shirts. I like they are pricey, like $100. is a lot of money to spend on a shirt, but they are tailored and they are like the material's really nice.
Like I did one. I don't know if I'll do another.
Yeah, I might do one more. I haven't decided.
I might do Sableye, and depending on what its pattern looks like, put another one on the cuff or something like that. So it's like, Sableye, but secret Breloom. Ho, 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 ho.
That sounds... I hate those patterns mix and matching. Like, they do not look good together.
Depends on the pattern.
It's such a juxtaposition. Yeah, it's such a juxtaposition. If you, like, got, like, one with just, like, the pocket of, like... Because I imagine Sableye is going to be, like, purple and black, right? And then you're going to have like a pocket that's just like green and brown.
Yeah, something horrible like that. Yeah. No, have you seen the Breloom one?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's got like mushrooms and trees and it's fighting a Dustox and it's actually like cute. Dark blue, like navy as the background. It's beautiful. I love it.
That's cute. That's cute. I might pick up one more. I haven't decided because I do like them
too if I want.
I might do a Wooloo one if they do that. That's why I'm waiting for it. I did
That's going to be a while. That's probably going to be a while.
And that one's actually nice, the Cramorant one. So I'm like, okay.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, that's out.
Yeah.
The Can't Cramorant one is out.
That's because the movie.
Yeah.
Whatever event.
You can also get aprons of the 151, but yeah.
So there was a raid weekend that I think Shamu jumped on. And I feel like you should talk about it.
Yeah, they had a Meowth themed raid event, which was to start with Golden Week, because the Galarian Meowth is gold, which was the grab, I guess, of the event, the shiny Galarian Meowth.
Yeah.
But by the time you're listening to that event is concluded, and we're going back to the Centiskorch, Corviknight, and Orbeetle raids.
Okay.
They went right before it, and they're just going back to that until whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
I would just hop on these for like Beast Ball shinies because I'm like, you want to know what? This is the time to do it because it's a guaranteed catch when you're hosting these raids.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
so like,
that is true.
Okay, I'll guarantee the catch with a Beast Ball.
That's absolutely true. You're correct.
And
that's not a bad idea.
Either do it now instead of breeding it or just like catching it in the wild.
Mm-hmm. It
doesn't feel as great because you like how again it's so easy to manipulate late raids. Not that I'm doing that, but because the raids are like. You find it. Like, it's already at 2%. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad.
I wonder what they're going to do if they're just going to, like, keep, like, slow rolling these until, like, BDSP comes out and they're just going to be like, Swish is over. It's all about the chibi art now.
It might.
The bad chibi art now.
Yeah. The memes, though. The memes are fire.
The memes. All right. So our next one is, next up, we've got Pokemon Go news because this is the Pokemon Go news hour. Woo! I mean, it is May, so like they like announce things because it's a new month. So Niantic announced that there's going to be a new Pokemon Go event. It's called Lumiose Legends X, which runs May 4th to May 17th. It increases the spawns of Fairy and Dragon type Pokemon, and they're going to be releasing Spritzee, Swirlix, Goomy, and Xerneas into the game at the same time. They're also going to be like upping spawn rates for like Fairy types and Dragon type Pokemon outside of those. So definitely check it out. They're adding in a new item called the Rainy module. So Rainy Lure module. Like they have like the grassy one and the magnetic one and the icy one to evolve the location-based evolutions. And so you can evolve Sliggoo.
Why? Yep.
Okay,
that's
Sliggoo.
cool.
Mm-hmm. So that is a way to do it. There's also a global event that will unlock if we catch 500 million Fairy type Pokemon. Okay. I mean, I guess it's possible. Like we popped out like 40 million raids in a week. I don't know. If you do it, there's going to, for the remainder of the event or for like a week, it's going to be, they're going to unlock Shiny Galarian Ponyta, who's now the research breakthrough. I stole that thunder from you, Shamu. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm excited for it still.
It's still exciting in Pokemon Go. You just have to catch them by May 11th. And then they'll be active like May 11th to May 17th. They'll also unlock Pancham at the same time if that happens. And then there's going to be, after this, a Lumiose Legends Y event, which will probably have Yveltal and unlocked, as well as maybe a couple other Dark-type Pokemon from Gen 6, because there are those. Inkay.
I don't think this is an X and Y event,
my gosh. What if they have you hold your phone upside down?
They do. It's in the code already.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You have to have 50 candy and flip your phone upside down.
That's good.
How faithful they are to some things just makes me happy. Like the rain with Sliggoo and the flip phone.
They're like faithful to some things, but like terribly unfaithful to others.
And then have Male Combee evolve. Yeah.
Oh,
Male Combee doesn't evolve.
Precisely. I think it used to, though.
It might have been an accident if it did.
Yeah, it was an accident in Go. Or like having Fiona evolve into Manaphy accidentally in the code.
hatching Luxio out of eggs.
Yep.
Waiting for like evolution thing where you need to shake the console and then it's like puts the phone and you just gotta throw it at a wall. Just throw your phone at a wall to evolve. Just waiting for that at this point.
Oh no.
Put a magnet to your phone to evolve Magnezone.
So this is an exciting event in Pokemon Go. Let's talk about the unexciting events.
Heck yeah.
So go ahead, Seth.
On the topic of increased fairy and dragon spawns, Swablu is the next Community Day Pokemon, and it'll run from 11 to 5. You've got 6 hours this time instead of the normal, 4? This seems like longer than normal.
Well, so it's been 6 since COVID.
Never mind.
Essentially, it's been 6 since COVID. It used to be 3. It used to be
news
like 11
to me,
to 2.
So it's news to someone else too. So
yeah, it used to be 11 to 2. Now it's 11 to 5, just because COVID. And I think this is better anyway.
Yeah. I think it's good that it's Swablu because that's one of them 400 candy monsters.
It is a 400 candy monster. The Pokemon Go community. I always find the Pokemon Go community so, because they're just like, man, Swablu's awful. I already have 2 shinies. And it's like, yeah, guys, you want more people to play this game that's like bleeding players. You're like, no, nothing for the new people. Don't do it. Only new things for me.
Anyway, it's like Syndrome candy monster. Like that kind of needs to have one.
There's a Magikarp one like way back in the day. It absolutely, I agree with you, Shamu.
I still think my favorite is the Weedle one.
The Weedle one.
Right.
Actually, that was well, maybe not recent, but like that was more recent.
Yeah, last year the community days were all awful, and they've started to make them better. Like I would say it started probably in March with Fletchling. There was like, all right, that one's worth it. And then they did Snivy last month in April, and now it's Swablu, and I'm assuming it's going to be Tepig in June.
They probably aren't going to release Mega Altaria at this point, are they? This seems early.
No. Mega Altaria is going to be unlocked right after the event, essentially.
Well, there you go. That's why it's Swablu, because Fairy Dragons.
It's Fairy. Yeah, it's Fairy Dragon. 1000%. Yep. You're absolutely correct. It's very on theme. This is May 15th. It's not in the notes. I just realized it doesn't say what date. It is May 15th, though.
Good.
I forget what the bonus is, because there's always a bonus, and it might be a good bonus, and I wanted to know for myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be 25% hatch distance. Womp womp.
Oh, well.
So you can clear out your eggs, I guess, if you like feel like walking / running between the hours of 11 to 5 p.m. And of course, you can always buy your $1 extra research so you can feel like you won Community Day. All right, Shamu, I already took the first one, but there's more things to talk about.
I can still say it. So Galarian Pony has to break some research forward for May, which is great. Nice. I'm happy for it. And then before, if you get enough fairies, you can get a shiny one. They'll get unlocked, or not. You don't get it, but it'll get unlocked.
Yeah. So it increases your chance for encounters for it.
And then throughout May, we've got multiple spotlight hours. So starting May 4th, it'll be Cottony. I don't know if it's actually I think it's only the day of. I don't know how.
It's the day. So spotlight hours. It's 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time.
Oh, so it's an hour on these days.
Hour on these days, yeah.
May 4th is Cottony, which is a 2 times catch candy. There's May 11th. There's Dratini with times 2 transfer candy. May 18th, Alolan Rattata times 2 evolution experience. May 25th, Meryl is times 2 catch Stardust. And I'll take this last one because you took one from me. There needs to be the 5-star raid encounter, May 4th for May 18th.
I'm okay with it. They're good things. I really like to. I really like, most importantly, like the May 18th one with the 2 times evolution experience. I'm excited for that one. Just because it'll be really cool to see. I mean, it's a good way to get extra experience if you're trying to do that.
Yeah,
I don't care about any of these.
Why they did Rattata with it too, because that evolves.
Nobody's going to care about the Rattata that day.
Exactly.
Nobody's going to care about the Rattata. They're going to be like, I caught a bunch of Whismur and they cost 12 candy to evolve, and they're going to pop their lucky egg and you just keep clicking the button for an hour.
Pop. Now that they've fixed that glitch, so yeah.
Yeah. The answer is I already plan to do that, so it's okay.
Heck yeah. I gotta get to 40.
I gotta get to 40, man. I just got to 38 this morning.
Nice.
I got a long way to go to if I wanna do rock and roll.
Be the best.
Yeah. Be the best like no one ever was. All right, that's it for the news. There's no PUCL news to talk about right now, but I think we have a showdown coming up that we should make sure we announce. And once Thatch remembers the date. But yeah, other than that, keep it squeezy, and we're gonna kick it on over to Puckle's Poke Quiz. So where we quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge.
Oh, hi, and welcome to the Poke Quiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
And welcome to Puckle's Poke Quiz. Thank you to Mark from the Dunsparce Gang for giving us that wonderful intro into the show or this segment and how it works. So if you guys are ready, we've got question number 1 lined up and ready to hit off the tee for you guys.
I guess we're ready as ever.
So this question's got 2 answers. I need both of them. This is from Wyatt White. What are the only 2 Pokemon that lose their water typing after evolving?
Surskit.
Yeah, so it's one of them turns from bug water to bug flying.
Surskit is one of them, yes.
Water after evolution. Is it a dragon?
And Skrelp.
Yep, water poison to dragon poison. I knew there's one of them with a dragon.
Skrelp and Surskit is correct. Those are the only 2 that lose it. Skrelp was evolving into, they were both actually at the, no, not both. Surskit was a new type combination. I think it's also still the only water bug.
No, Araquanid.
No, Araquanid.
Oh, Araquanid now. Yep, never mind. And then Skrelp at the time evolved into the only poison dragon type as well.
Yep.
We got one other now. Eternatus, I believe, is the only other one.
Eternatus is the other one.
That's correct.
All right. So that's 1 for 1, guys. Your next question comes to you from Tomala. And Tomala wants to know, in Pokemon Go, which color are the spots on the 10-kilometer egg?
Purple.
Sure.
That's correct. Thanks for playing the game, Seth.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks for playing the game. The other colors that exist are green for the 2-kilometer egg. Yes.
Correct.
Orange/yellow for the 5-kilometer egg, and a yellow egg with pink spots at 7-kilometer.
Ugly for the friend ones.
Yes. And then also red eggs now for the Team Rocket eggs at 12 kilometers.
The what now?
Did you not know about this?
No, I don't know about that one, honestly.
I guess it's a newer thing. It happened within like the last 6 months. What it is if you beat a Team Rocket leader, they will also give you an egg, a 12-kilometer egg, and it's got a different pool of Pokemon, and it's all dark types, essentially. But it's the only way to get things like Volibee and stuff like that.
All right.
As of like right now.
You're probably lying through your teeth right now, but I believe it. You're saying it so confidently.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling the truth.
We've learned from our mistakes in the past.
Okay?
Yeah. I'm telling the truth, I swear. All right. Your next question is your Pokedex entry question. You'll get 2 Pokedex entries. If you get it on the first one, you get 2 points. If you get it after the second one, you get 1 point. You do have to lock in an answer before I'll go to the second entry. This week, we're going to get it from Coil. It's Pokemon Black entry states, they are intelligent and will cooperate to catch prey. From the ground, they use a running start to take flight. Who's that Pokemon?
What? If it's from Black, it's probably one of the ones introduced in Gen 5, maybe.
It just says you pretty much know it's 1 through 5. I don't know what else would. Running start.
Yeah.
And catch it like.
Well, I can't get past this idea of a raptor because you said something about them being clever hunters, and that scene from Jurassic Park is just sticking in my head. Clever girl.
Oh man, raptors, man, those are pretty old. They're pretty ancient.
Are pretty old, yeah, but they rock.
They do rock. They do rock sometimes.
I wonder if it's Archeops.
No, that's Gen 6.
No, it's not. It's Gen 5.
Is it?
Yes, it's Gen 5 is Caracosta. Right? No, I'm dumb.
Oh, no, those are 6. No, are they?
What's the Gen 5 fossil then? I don't know. I thought it was Archeops.
There are no Gen 6
you're right.
fossils.
No, you're right. There's Tyrantrum.
Oh, yeah, there are. Yeah.
And Aurorus. Those are Gen 6. So, yeah, those are Gen 5.
I don't know if they're smart. I don't know
if they are either. They're based on Velociraptor and Archaeopteryx, so like maybe I
Running
don't know.
Star, like hunting prey. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I heard take flight. I thought I did.
yeah, they fly. They fly, so it's
They do
not.
fly.
It's not Chiricaholic.
The entry says flight, yes.
I think it's Archaeops, but I don't know
Yeah,
if we want to go.
Let's go with Archaeops. YOLO.
Archaeops is correct.
Clever girl. Clever girl.
Someone's played Pokemon Snap already. I see.
The Pokedex entry, for those of you, for the other one that you guys didn't get, is from Ultra Moon. It says, said to be the ancestor of bird Pokemon. The muscles it uses to flap its wings are still weak, so it needs a long runway in order to take off.
Aha.
Aha. All right, your next question is going to be your multiple answer question. There are 3 answers here. I only need 2 of them because you can only get a maximum of 2 points so far because you guys are 4 for 3 at the moment. So this question is going to come to you from Unovian. And Unovian wants to know, what are the 3 G-Max moves that have a secondary effect of trapping all opponents?
Oh no.
I'll take just like the Pokemon if you like, if you're not sure of the move name.
So wouldn't it be
Gengar,
Wildfire?
I think.
Gengar? Does Gengar trap?
You'll need to lock them in, by the way. You'll need to lock these in.
Okay, because I'm trying to think. Like, I'm thinking of stuff like like Vine
Where it applies
Slash,
Fire Spin. Yeah, Venusaur, Charizard, and something.
Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise. I saw because I thought they all do that same effect.
I don't know if Blastoise is. I don't remember what
Because the only thing
Blastoise
that
does.
confuses me now that Colossal does, but I don't know how Colossal works. I don't think it's I think it's a field of. I don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah, that one's.
I didn't think Gengar's was trapping though. Is it? I'm not sure though. I just thought it was something else, but I can't think of what it was.
I can't either. Is it Spite? Something does Spite.
That's the Duraludon. That one I can tell you.
Yeah, and I know Melmetal applies Torment.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Duraludon's is Spite. Colossal does something that doesn't affect rock types.
It's like the fire. It's like the
the Wildfire, but
yeah, it's rock, Wildfire, whatever.
Copperajah lays metal rock stealth spikes. That's a move.
Did Gengar?
I don't know what it's called. I have no idea what it's called. So.
Max Steel Spike is the name of the move, but yeah.
No, it's not called Max Steel Spike if it's a G-Max move.
It's not that one. It's something different. Steel Spike is a normal steel move.
Never mind.
Dirty OU player.
My biggest issue is that I don't remember what Gengar does.
I feel like it's trapping because it's a nod to Shadow Tag, but I could be wrong.
It makes sense. It's just then I don't know if Vine Lash and Barrage trap actually, because I don't even know if Wildfire traps.
What does the turtles do?
That's Stealth Rocks.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay.
Because Centiferno, that one I think traps because that's actually Fire Spin.
Yeah, Centiferno for sure. And I think the Charizard one by that extension is just stronger. I don't think it traps.
I don't think it traps because I remember using VGC and stuff. I kind of remember I think people switch out and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So Centiferno, and I'm pretty sure Gengar.
At that point, yeah. Now we have another one. It's probably Gengar as well. I just don't know what's third now.
You only need 2.
Oh, we only need 2? I thought it was 3.
You only need 2. No, there are 3, but I only need 2.
Well, what's the other one? Like, what
Orbeetle applies gravity. Hatterene.
I just need you guys to lock them in though. If you're going to answer them, you get like 2 strikes. Then you're
Let's
out.
lock those 2 in and just see.
Yeah, let's see.
So
G-Max Centiferno from Centiskorch is correct, and G-Max Terror from Gengar is also correct.
Hey,
you guys got the 2 points. So the third one is G-Max Sandblast from Sandaconda.
Sandtomb.
Oh, yep.
G-Max moves are similar to Fire Spin and Sand Tomb, while Gengar's is more like Mean Look. So there you go. Hey, you guys are you're running a perfect score right now. You guys haven't even used the hint.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
So that's you guys are 6 for 4 right now. If you get this next question without using the hint, you can get all 8.
We'll take it. We'll take what we can get.
So this next one is gonna be from. Let's see. Do you want ground type or do you want a Pokemon Snap reference?
Oh,
you know what? It's original Pokemon Snap. Original Pokemon Snap, or do you want ground type?
I want ground type.
Sure. Either or, really. Like
this one's from G McGee or G McP. That's too funny. What ground type has the lowest base speed of all ground types?
Trapinch. Pretty sure it's 5.
Are you locking that in?
I don't think anything else is that slow.
I can't think of anything slower. It's either 5 or 10. It's one of those two. Maybe. Maybe it's 20.
Are you going with Trapinch or no?
I can't think of
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 5.
Would Hippopotamus be slower?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I can't.
Trapinch is stupid slow. Stupid. All of its stats go into its attack, which is tied with Flygon at 100.
I'm not against saying Trapinch.
I'm almost positive it's Trapinch. I can't think of anything.
The only other
else.
thing I can think of is Hippopotamus, and it's I think it might be 30.
Hippowdon is 38 or 40.
It's got a weird one, yeah. It's around that number.
Yeah, it's an odd number. Well, maybe not an odd actual. It's a strange number. That's better.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's Trapinch.
Trapinch.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Trapinch is correct with a base speed of 10.
Yep, 5 or 10.
For those of you who ever want to go play Fuchsia City Feud and get slowest ground types, the next couple answers are Wooper and Sandygast at 15.
Oh, yeah.
And then Geodude and Mega Camerupt at 20.
Oh, yeah.
Camerupt is 20, right?
Yeah.
It's 20. Yeah, they're 20. Yeah.
That's right.
I thought about Geodude.
Trapinch is also the slowest Pokemon able to learn Quick Attack. So keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right. On that note, that is everything. You guys have scored a perfect score of 8 this week. That is going to change up our standings. I tried to type in trivia and I Googled it instead of pulling up the sheet. All right. So let's go ahead and add in those points. We're going to throw it there and we're going to, actually it doesn't change up the standings at all. Okay. So
that either makes me feel really good or really bad.
In first place, we have Claude9 with 16 points. In second place, we have Whimsicott with 15 points. In third place, we have P. McGee with 14 points. In fourth place, we have Jushiro with 13 points. In fifth place, we have R. Sigma with 12 points. And in a three-way tie for sixth place, we have Linian, Seth Vilo, and Shamu with 8 points. Everybody else has yet to get on the board.
The ladder reset, and I didn't realize. Silly me.
Yeah, you didn't realize it. It's still pretty tight, though. Everybody's within a game.
Yeah.
So it's still pretty tight. All right. So with that said, if you want more Puckle's Poke Quiz, you can catch it next week on the PUCL podcast as we go ahead and have whoever's on answer some more Pokemon trivia questions. Make sure you go to Discord and drop your questions there as well. We really appreciate it. And you guys get close to stumping those co-hosts. So we're going to kick it on over, though, to the topic. Hey guys, make sure to check out the PUCL YouTube this week and see if you can catch our Soul Silver PUCL Plays Nuzlocke, where we're going to play Soul Silver and we're going to Nuzlocke it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you head on over to youtube.com/PuclPodcast. And welcome to the topic. Our topic today is new Pokemon Snap, just like the new 3DS, except This one is actually good.
New Snap Deluxe.
New Snap Deluxe Wii U
2.
I'm still upset that we didn't get a Pokemon Snap on the Wii U, by the way, because
that would have been fun to do. It's having the handheld and it puts Periscope.
Right.
What's a Wii U?
It's an ancient console. It came out before the Sega Saturn.
Oh.
It's got a controller that feels like a Fisher-Price toy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
That's accurate.
It's but I mean the gamepad I thought would have been perfect for it. You could take pictures with the gamepad. Could you imagine how cool that would have been?
Switches.
They got motion control too, which I haven't played with. I know.
I haven't played with the motion controls in New Snap yet. I'm okay with that. I like playing with the control stick. Overall, I mean, I already spoiled it and said I enjoyed it and exceeded my expectations. I mean, it has. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm only half-ish way through.
Mm-hmm.
Is how I'll put it. I'm half-ish way through, I think.
Just so we can also say, we'll try not to say anything past the second Lumina Pokemon.
Yes,
anything areas and certain Pokemon. It might happen by accident, but I'll try my best not to spoil anything.
I think between the three of us, we've got the representation of the people who have or intend to buy the game. We've got Shamu who's done it, Thatch who's halfway-ish through, and me who's got about 1 hour into it. So we've got a good mix.
I'm about 4 hours in or so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also taking it super easy going through.
Yeah.
Just because it's a fun experience.
It's one of those games you want to be slow with. It was hard for me to take it slow because I'm just trying to get through the game and just get through all the stuff.
I'm pleasantly surprised with the Pokemon that they've put in. as well. Like the Pokemon they put in, like it's a lot of the guys that we're missing from Swish, which is mostly because I'll give them the credit because most of these Pokemon are just like fill out ecosystems, and this is exactly the scenario they need to be in.
They feel very organic with the places that they put them from what I've seen so far.
There's a point where you're underwater and you're seeing like Luminion and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, oh, this fits, and you see Love Disc and everything. Like they're like these Pokemon are Pokemon that fit there, and it makes it feel like an actual environment instead of being like, yes, 17 Goldeen.
Yeah.
It's very cool in that regards. I think already I've seen more Pokemon that existed in the original Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah, no, that's the one thing. Like, there's more Pokemon, and but they did instead of what like Snap did. Like, here's the Pokemon in an area. There's like this one has sometimes it has that, but generally what it does is like here's a bunch of that Pokemon, and instead of like one. Oh, in the river, there's like there's 3 Shelter. Oh, and like
it feels a lot more organic.
It's like, hey, here's like 14 of them. Mm-hmm. Like, it's much more of a like here's a bunch of this, and watch the interaction. That's my main thing. It's the interaction.
I like that a lot. I also like. They like build on their environments too. So they found a really good way to get around the original Pokemon Snaps problem where it's just like, there's not really a reason to go back to this section.
They definitely fixed that a lot, and they also was adding more areas too, and just different ways to access multiple paths because both places have an extra path or a way to get to an extra path later on. Mm-hmm. Like some of them require you to do something. Some of them require you just to be at a higher level and experience the secondary path via a different time of day.
Okay, that's cool.
I think the best example is in the first area that you're in. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but in the first area, the first area that you're in, like you see, because you've played through that part, Seth. You see those Bidoof like working on their dam.
Yeah. And then you go back in there and it's done.
At some point, it's done, and you like ride on the dam to go across into the bridge. It's really cute.
Yeah, I got to that point just before we started recording.
It's very cute, and so I like they do things like that. Different options open up so that like there's a reason to go through it twice at the same level because you can level up these areas. How high do the levels go? I assume only 4.
I think it's only 4. I haven't gotten anything till like I've gotten 1 to 3. I haven't like actually powered through leveling something though.
I imagine 4 makes sense because it's just like the photos. Because every Pokemon you need to grab 4 different types of photos, 4 different I think it takes like the poses from the original Pokemon Snap to a new level. Like, hey, you need to experience it with this.
Yeah, like so each there's 4 rankings. 1 star is just like a generic picture of it. 2 stars is I think generally 2 stars is eating something. Most times I have
most of the time it's just like throw the apple. Or no, fluff fruit. I apologize.
Yeah, they had to make it soft so you weren't actually like hurting the Pokemon, but you still do anyway. So, and I get very much joy out of doing such.
Dunk. It's funny. It's like how they got rid of Pester Balls by doing the Lumina Orbs instead.
Yeah, we'll go over those too. Yeah. There's some things people should know about some of the stuff in the game.
It's been a good experience. $60. I more and more I look at it, I'm like, because I initially thought, $40 is probably where this game should be.
$40 is a very good price for it. $60 is
I think it's not unreasonable. I don't think it's unreasonable.
It's not unreasonable for like if you have a family, you've got kids, like multiple people will play the game.
They'll get $60 of entertainment.
You'll get your $60 out of it, for sure. For like $40, even if you're not much of a fan of Snap, $40 is a good price for the game. If it ever goes on sale, you should pick it up. It's worth picking it up. Like it's not one of those games where it's worth like $20 for everyone. It's like families, $60 is a steal because your kids will get so much hours out of this. I can see people playing this for months, if not years. I'm getting it because I remember the original Pokemon Snap. You're trying to get better and better pictures, right? So you redo the courses I'm only doing it. I redo courses. Not because I'm trying to get better and better pictures, but because I miss opportunities for cool things. You're totally doing this. You totally do. You don't realize certain things will be interactable. Yeah, some things are interactable, but sometimes it's just oh man, I didn't realize these Swata were flying in from over here. And
I've even experienced that.
Yeah, it's just overwhelming, I think is the wrong word to explain that, but it's just there's just so much compared to the old Pokemon Snap where it's here's the Dodrio being chased or here's the Doduo being chased, blah, blah, blah. It's
just the right amount of whelming.
It's slightly more than that, I feel, but I'm not upset about it. If you mean to me go, oh man, this game's actually full. It's a complete game. Not some side party game like Pokemon Snap was where you can sit down and play it in an afternoon.
Mm-hmm. It's like the difference between actually taking a drive through a zoo where the animals have their own things to do, because they make it feel very much like that versus driving through like the old Disney Jungle Cruise where it's got the animatronic thing here and the animatronic thing there. It's like, all right, here's the hippos and then here's the elephants.
You're absolutely right. It feels way more alive.
Yeah.
That's a really good analogy, actually. Like, it's animatronics versus like actual wildlife.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it'll feel more animatronic like later on. As we go, I think the graphics really help. I think the graphics are done really, really well. I was upset because I read a lot of reviews beforehand, and there are a lot of people being like, "Well, you have like these frame lags and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, it's the Switch. It's a Nintendo game.
It's a Switch. You expect it to be laggy here and there.
It's not. It's not running a GTX 3090. Okay, it's a Nintendo Switch that you can walk. I can play Pokemon Snap in the car. I'm like, let's all calm down. So I'm actually really impressed with how well it runs, though. I think it runs incredibly well. Maybe as a base Nintendo fan, I'm very biased in that, in that I've never truly been a real gamer or whatever, and needed like super high frame rates for my Dota matches or my league matches stuff.
You mean your Pokemon Unite matches?
My Pokemon Unite matches, TBD.
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 Give me Pirate Garchomp.
I still want to see the Cramorant skins. I haven't seen them yet.
I've been very happy with this game, though.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go play some more after we're done.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Yeah.
I'm going to go play some more. I'm very excited to play more Pokemon Snap. And I think that's the best review I could give a game. It's something that I want to go back to and I want to play more of.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to do in it, too, which is the best. Honestly, that's the best part to me. There is actually a lot to do in it. There are high scores you get later on. There is competitive photo taking.
My favorite thing actually has been, so with the Illumina orbs, you get those later on in the game. I don't think you're quite there, Seth.
Should we just go?
I just got them
real quick. Like, cause
go through the equipment. Go through your equipment.
So you get the apple or the fluff fruit and
fruit.
Yeah, you essentially get the apple
shaped like an apple,
and you get the a Poke Flute later on. That's not called a Poke Flute. It's like a radio or a song or something. But you do get those are the two things you get that are from the original. At the towards the very end, you get Turbo.
I imagine you get Turbo at the end
because it doesn't work sometimes. It's like because sometimes you go up a hill and you're still going slow.
Good job, game.
Those ones are still in there, and they also added. Early on, you get it is a scan, which also works as a whistle in a way. Like if you are aiming at things, you have to be aiming at a Pokemon, and you press the scan, it'll get their attention. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does, which is great. And you also
have to experiment. You have to experiment.
Yeah,
I love having to experiment.
And then use the scan to find different alternate paths or unlock a hint for something else later. That happens. But then the new item, the Illumina orbs.
I think they're like juiced up pester balls. They're like juiced up pester balls. That's
essentially yes, but they say something as a one-off line, and then you don't realize that it's actually important that they empower Pokemon.
Yes.
This allows them to do different things, including open up other paths later on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
I will say one thing later on in one of the water levels. There's a Clawther, I think in stage 2. You have to throw a ball, an Illumina orb at it early on for it to break a wall to get to the next path.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
One of my other favorite things about this is you've probably seen the flowers around, Seth.
Yeah.
You can hit those with the Illumina orbs. Typically, that'll just make an entire event happen in that area.
Generally, the crystal blooms, if you hit them with a Illumina orb of that type.
Yeah, I think I did that in the last run that I did, and I accidentally did that, and I think I summoned Vespiquen with it. So
you can, It's super cool. It's such a cool little thing to do where you can just throw a Illumina orb.
Play a cinematic.
And here's a cinematic. These Pokemon that you couldn't do things with. I also minorly. I just like throwing them at the Pokemon to make them glow at night because it makes the pictures pretty.
Exactly.
It's nice and I think it actually does give you a slight point boost. I think.
It may be. I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced because I've done it with some where I've taken the exact same photo almost between the two, one with the lights and one without it, and just nothing happened. The thing I missed out on that I haven't gotten yet and I want to is with the launch of Pokemon Snap, they came out with a little printer. Well, they didn't come out.
They reviewed they announced that a week before the game came out.
Well, this little printer already existed.
Yeah.
The Intax Mini or whatever. The problem is it was already in short supply.
And now it's not better at all.
But like they came out with an app so you can pull pictures off your Switch and then print them off with it.
That's so cool.
Reminiscent of the Blockbuster of yesteryear.
Uh-huh.
And I'm very excited. I literally went around to stores yesterday on my lunch break at work trying to locate one because I just thought it'd be fun to like try it out and like see how it worked out and everything so that I could give a more proper review. But unfortunately, I could not find one. They are coming out with a Pikachu case that's going to launch, I think, in June in the US. I think it launched everywhere else already. So you can get like a little Pikachu case and you can walk around with it, I guess, and be like, look, Mom, my Pikachu printed out a Pikachu. It's going to be a month from now and the zeitgeist is going to be over.
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap will be out of the zeitgeist by then and we're going to be on the next thing.
To hold us over until Chibis.
Until Chibis. I think we might get... So looking at the data mine for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
One, I wasn't like looking for. I wasn't like, man, I can't wait for the typical data miners to like data mine Pokemon Snap for me and tell me things. But I was pleasantly surprised to learn they're going through the photo decks and they saw gaps kind of similar to the gaps that they saw when Isle of Armor came out in like the photo decks. For those of you, history lesson, data miners found a bunch of gaps in the Pokedex for Isle of Armor, and they were able to identify the Pokemon that were going to come out in Crown Tundra because of that.
Yep.
So they found similar gaps, but because the photo dex doesn't have like a number order that we're aware of,
it's really all over the place.
I think there is a number sorting thing, but again, I don't know how it's sorted in there. It's very complex.
It could just be any Pokemon because it's not like sorted by national dex number or anything.
No.
Yeah.
It does look like there are Pokemon that aren't present there, which makes people believe that there may be DLC. I'm not going to hop on either train. I think you could do both.
One thing that's very indicative of it to me is in the early, like in the promotional video for it, there were Shroomish in the game, and they are not in the game.
Oh.
So they've got it coded, ready to go to exist, but it was cut.
It could be like free DLC too. It could just be like Animal Crossing where it's just like, oh, hey, we added another area for you to go explore.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just like, oh, every stage can level up an extra level or something now.
Imagine if we got somewhere down the line every single Pokemon. Not going to happen, but imagine for a moment.
I would be upset.
I would be tickled. Between BDSP and Arceus and not having a quote-unquote main game and kind of being in this weird place where it's like, what's the actual main game for Pokemon competitively and all that kind of nonsense. We're slowly getting more and more things added to Snap, and that's...
I kind of like the direction TPCI is going in general, like post-exit.
Yeah.
Like I still love to see like Swish have all the Pokemon one day.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I would like to see that, but at the same time, like I really like how we're just getting like piled on with games right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you just pile on games right now, I'm there for it, man. I'm there for it.
Mm-hmm.
Pile games on, and I'll see a Totodile eventually. Just don't make it a 5-year gap, you know. Just don't make it a 5-year gap between a Pokemon's appearance, and I think it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting. Like I'm more excited for like Legends because I'd love to see if I can import Pokemon from other games into Legends or something.
Great.
That'd be really cool. But this is a Pokemon Snap episode.
I've got a Snap topic thing that I'm really excited to see happen over the next couple of weeks, and that is the internet shared pictures things.
Oh yeah.
The amount of pure gold memes that will come out of this game is going to be astronomical.
Oh, it's going to be great.
It's been 36 or something hours since it came out as of recording, and I've already seen meme type images pop up where it's got like a ducklet that's been just faded to black with big eyes, and it's like mood. So...
I'm very excited for that. I don't know. I hope they keep, I would love to see DLC. I'd love to see this expanded on. What would be really cool in my mind, like you do the DLC and this is your Pokemon Ranger type deal for Manaphy.
Yeah.
For BDSP.
My gosh.
Could you imagine the DLC is like, oh, you take a picture and the egg gets like delivered to you by some random water type Pokemon or something?
Oh my word.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool?
What if they pull a Meltan? Somehow it connects to home.
I would hate that. Honestly.
I don't know how they would really like make it make sense. Oh, I took a picture of this Pokemon. Here, have an egg.
It would have to be something weird.
It's hard to say anything about BDSP because we don't know anything about it other than it's Gen 4.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes.
And that's the thing. Like, if we find out in Gen 4 with Gen 8, not Gen 8 Pokemon exactly, but, like newer Pokemon, we'll say.
Yeah.
And maybe things can happen, but right now it's more just like we have to rely on Gen 4 decks, and until we get more...
Well, so Gen 4 decks has Manaphy in it, if it makes you feel better.
For the Manaphy event, yeah, but it's not for...
No. It's in the regional decks.
I know. It's still the fact that you have...
Oh, I got you guys. Ready? Are you ready for this? The third mythical for Gen 8 is going to be like that old man from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that travels around in photographs. We figured it out, and that's how you get it, is through Snap.
I'm interested to see where it goes. I would love to see something come out of it. It just makes me yearn for like older Pokemon days when we had cool things happen. You know what I mean? Because this is such like it feels like a flash of the past, while at the same time, this is 100% modernized Pokemon Snap. Like that's what this is, and that's 100% what it needs to be. I don't know. It's just like a blast from the past. The one thing I have noticed, and this is maybe more of like a philosophical observation than anything else, is just it's made me realize how much Pokemon's changed over 20 years, 25 years now. But because like you look back at the original Pokemon Snap and like how you unlock the new areas and everything feels very cartoony and anime. And then this one just feels like a world. Yeah.
This is nostalgia done right, unlike the Mystery Dungeon attempt.
The Mystery Dungeon attempt was pretty good. I liked it.
It was kind of a carbon copy of the first game, though, right?
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. It was literally the same game. It was just updated graphics.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that choice entirely.
Yeah.
I think a remake was fine. I don't know. I like them going back to just like old style spin-off games too, to kind of like refocus a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
I would give this game a solid like 8 or 9 out of 10 though.
Yeah. I would settle on the 7 to 8.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards 7 because the biggest issue I have with it is the fact that it's super repetitive.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff every time you go through, but like when you're going through that area for the 5th time, you kind of realize, I know that's going to happen here. I know it's going to happen there. I know it's going to happen here.
I think that's a rail shooter, though. That's what the game is, though.
Yeah,
it is. And I get like it's going to happen, but like it already hit me. Like I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to keep like go through all this game, do the completionist, like.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Because I will. And also, there's a couple of things which you mentioned too. There are legends in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we knew this though from the trailers. Like Celebi's in the trailers, and I know there's more than Celebi, but
there's like one per main area plus final stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I will say, if you don't know when you're going through the professor's rating of your photos, you can just hold down A and it goes through all of it. For those of you who didn't discover this, like it took way too long too.
I just found the button and it just goes immediately through stuff. I'm like, okay, it's whatever.
Yeah, definitely do that.
So you don't have to keep mashing A.
Yeah.
My other minor critique is that it suffers from like tutorial nonsense.
A little bit, yeah.
A little.
It's not bad.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me being like, yeah, I understand how to take pictures. And I was like, just let me play the game. Because like after every time, like the first like 3 times you go through a level, they're just like, oh, I have something to tell you. And then it's like a 2-minute conversation.
Half the game is just like, here's some new stuff. Here's the tutorial.
Yeah.
It is really kind of like, that's not that bad.
I really don't like that, but at the same time, like at the point that I'm at now, it's not a big deal.
No, it's not. I'd rather them have it for the younger kids too, and that's kind of what it's more.
Probably true.
It's more of a casual game. It's not like there is competitive photo taking.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's not like a main game or a game where it's like you're expected to know everything off the top of your head already. Like there's just like, here's some basics of stuff. Go through it, and again, when did Snap come out? OG Snap. It's been a while.
1999.
Having never played a Snap but exactly one time in my entire life, I didn't find the tutorial that bad. All of them.
Okay.
Because I've never done it. I didn't have the muscle memory. I didn't have the nostalgia. So
maybe it's just like Thatch being like, yes, I know how to throw the fluff fruit. I mean, apple.
Yeah.
And
I didn't.
Or whatever.
So it wasn't too bad on my end.
Understandable.
I can't wait for the mods for this game. Well, we'll have the meme of like throwing the brick at stuff. So we'll have like,
no, ghost types everywhere.
All right. I think this is a good.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of areas.
Yeah.
A lot of and the time shift are nice too. So you like level up different areas.
Oh, it's very nice. Yeah.
It is a good game. It's just,
I think it's a good place to wrap it up. We're going to kick it on over to the Pokemon of the episode, though. So go play Pokemon Snap. Go take some pictures. We will catch you guys on the flip-flop.
episode.
And welcome to our Pokemon of the episode. Our Pokemon of the episode this week is National Dex number 703, Carbink, the Jewel Pokemon.
Carbink, that notable thing. When beset by attackers, Carbink wipes them all out by firing high energy beams from the gems embedded in its body. You know,
Wow.
with its 50 special attack stat.
Fine. We have solutions to that. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, Shamu. Well, let me give a quick overview of Carbink competitively. It's not looking. It's got a base stat total of 500, which you'd be like, oh, that can't be too bad. And then you look at its stats and its distribution, you're like, okay, I understand.
It's also a rock fairy. It dies the bullet punch.
Yeah, it's Rock Fairy. So so its HP, attack, special attack, and speed are all base 50. Its defense and special defense are 150, and that is Carbink, the Pokemon.
Carbink is like, it's just a utility mon. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Unless you run it not utility.
Yeah,
Exactly.
This is a fun one. I love this. This is something I would run to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Until it evolves into Diancie. Wait.
Yeah, until it evolves into Diancie.
Until Diancie is no longer a legend.
All right. But we've got a team for you guys this week in BSS using Carbink. I'll let Shamu start off with Carbink, and you can go to the next one. I just want to start with Carbink, though.
Yeah, so this Carbink is one of my favorites, honestly. It's a Trick Room Go Boom. But to actually say what the set is, it's max HP, max special attack, 4 special defense, quiet nature, optimal IV, 0 attack, 0 speed, because it's Trick Room.
Well, you want 0 speed for Trick Room, yeah.
Yeah, it's Trick Room. It has Trick Room, and instead of having Explosion, because we have Misty Explosion now, which is more just better, because special and the fact that you can get stabbed with it.
Stab.
It's just a momentum thing. You just click Trick Room, you go boom to get something else to come in for the 3 turns without having to switch something in. It gives you that free turn. You have Stealth Rock because it's BSS, so it's just why not? Has some utility, and then it has Meteor Beam with Power Herb.
Because why not?
Because you can.
Yeah, like why not? Like I guess like Meteor Beam, like Trick Room, Meteor Beam into Misty Explosion. That's what you're trying to do.
That would be optimal. I imagine what's going to be more likely is it's going to be Trick Room into Misty Explosion.
Yeah, no, like 90% of the time you're doing Trick Room into Misty Explosion.
I think the sequence is Meteor Beam first, then Trick Room, so that next turn you do Misty Explosion with the +1. And you have spare Trick Room turns for the rest of your team.
That would be the best, but the situation is that you have sturdy.
I just don't think you're going to... I don't think Carpink's going to survive long enough for that.
You're either doing, it's more of you're either doing Trick Room Misty Explosion or Trick Room Meteor Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're dying.
Yeah, you're Carbink and you're going to go down.
Because even before, I would run this thing with like Huss Tap just to make sure I got my move off.
You are thick. I don't know what the calcs are, but I'm going to say it's not great with your base 50 HP.
You're thick, but you're still a rock fairy. You're weak to steel. You're weak to water. You're weak to grass. You're weak to like
all the things.
You're not levitating. You don't.
Let me get the weaknesses. Oh, there's only 4 weaknesses for Carbink. Ground, steel, water, and grass. Yeah.
So I guess like you might live something, but it's still the fact of you have a 50 base HP stat.
Yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna get 2-hit KO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's just you don't plan for using more than 2 moves.
Yeah.
But also along with this is because it's obviously a Trick Room team. We've got Regieleki.
Perfect Trick Room on.
I love this set too. It's a naughty Regieleki. It's a
naughty. Naughty.
Yeah, so it's a naughty nature, 20 HP, 236 attack, and 252 defense. Because you don't need speed. Who needs speed?
Because you cannot speed the other Regieleki Trick Room.
Yep.
Stop.
And since we have actual attack investment, we've got Wild Charge, Thunder Cage for trapping, Extreme Speed, which actually hurts to a degree, and Volt Switch.
Man.
I love this. Like,
Regieleki.
The only thing that would make it better would be normal Gem Explosion.
Is Thunder Cage just electric fire spin?
Yeah, but stronger.
Oh, what? Crazy.
And transistor, so why not?
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay, fair enough.
It's like base 80 power, I think, right? Or base 80 or 85, something like that.
That feels right. I don't know.
Seth, I'm going to give you the last 2, and I'm going to take these next 2.
Sounds good.
So Lapras is on this team because Lapras is decent in Trick Room. And so if you don't want to lead Carbink and you want to just make Carbink potentially have a longer time to survive, you lead Lapras. Because we're running Lapras with a weakness policy. It's got hydration. It is G-Max because it's Lapras in BSS. Its EVs are 252 defense, 220 special attack, and 36 speed. Probably to speed creep other Lapras. It is a modest nature. It is running sheer cold because you get really big ice type boost from that when you go big. Freeze dry so you can hit other water types like Dracovish. Sparkling Aria because you need a water move to set your rain for this next member of the team. And Ice Shard so you can have a little bit of priority. I would like to see a Thunder on this, but that's just me. So to follow that up, though, you do have a Dracovish with a Choice Band, 0 speed whatsoever, like 0 IV, Brave Nature, Choice Band, Strong Jaw, 252 HP, 252 attack, 4 defense. It's ridiculous.
Trick Room, go boom.
It's Trick Room, go boom. Send out your Dracovish.
Trick Room, go boom. Kill all my enemies.
Vicious Rend, Outrage, Crunch, and Leech Life. This is like a fun team. This sounds really fun to play. I don't know how good it is, but it sounds fun.
I don't know if it's good, but it's very Helmet again. Literally, you're
it is Helmet. It is Helmet. Yeah.
Trick Room, go boom, into option, whatever.
Yes. It is Helmet. But yeah, Vicious Rend, Outrage, Crunch, and Leech Life. Leech Life for whatever reason. I don't know what it is.
Maybe
I think it's because
option
it's a recovery option. I'm trying to think about why you would use
a thing where it's like, I needed these 3 moves, and here, let me just throw this on for.
Is that boosted by Strongjaw?
It is.
It is. Yeah, I think so.
I believe it.
No, it's not.
No. Oh, that
Leech
sucks.
Life is not.
Womp womp. All right. So if you can't get your Trick Room to work for whatever reason, I can't tell you. I don't know why that would be. Maybe they counter your Trick Room. Maybe. You've got some speedy mons. And Seth will tell you about them.
Or at least mildly speedy. We're starting off with Dragonite holding a Life Orb, abilities Inner Focus because this is BSS. Level 50, of course. 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed, adamant nature, and the moves are Dual Wing Beat, Superpower, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch. You've got that Bolt Beam coverage, you've got Flying Stab, and Superpower to round out everything else for Dragonite. Pretty easy. But Inner Focus is better in BSS than Multiscale, I guess. So
I assume it's afraid of Fake Out. That's my thing.
Yeah, I imagine that's the reasoning.
Yeah, no, it's for Fake Out because it also prevents Intimidates as well.
Oh, yeah. That's new. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah,
Inner Focus,
sure that's
Inner
better.
Focus got a decent buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. With that, think about it too, if so if it was multi-scale anyways, Fake Out just ruins it anyhow. You may as well just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your first attack with Life Orb does too, so might as well. And then rounding it out, we've got the Revenge Killer himself, Kartana, with a Focus Sash. Its ability is, of course, Beast Boost because Snowball. 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed, Jolly Nature. Moves are Leaf Blade, Sacred Sword, Swords Dance, and Smart Strike. Pretty easy.
It's like a backup Dynamax target. It's Kartana's good.
Or just a delete button. Swords Dance holding on with the Focus Sash and just go to town.
And give you an answer to something too, because it's got a sash, so you can just throw it in. It takes the hit no matter what, and then just kills.
Yep.
And it's not OU, so there's probably no hazards. So
unless your opponent sets the Carbink Stealth Rock.
Carbink's gonna be all over the meta. What are you talking about? Trick Room, go boom. It's
a lot of Pokemon, specifically Lando, do run Stealth Rock, but it's just because you need a 4th move. And just why not?
That one time it comes in handy. They've got 3 fire flying. They're fire bugs. It's okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, if you want to run this team, it'll be in the Discord server, so make sure you join that. And I'm very excited to see you guys try it out. I'm going to try it out myself. Maybe I need to start doing a stream where I do that. All right. So on that note, that is everything. We're going to kick it on over to the mailbag where we're going to read your emails. So let's kick it on over.
It's mail time! Send in your emails!
And welcome to the Mailbag. The Mailbag, as always, is brought to you by the fictional energy drink Green Toros, the energy drink that gives you hooves.
Hooves.
Good enough. Yep. All right. And this is the part of the show where we read your emails on the show. You can send to us at puclpodcast.com, letting us know anything you want to talk about. We typically have a prompt. Last week we had 2 of them. What would you want to base a Pokemon region on? And the follow-up is, what is your spirit Pokemon? Yeah. What is your spirit Pokemon? You ever think about that at night, Seth? You ever stay up at night and you're just like, what's my spirit Pokemon?
I mean, Sableye, duh.
Yes. That is a Seth answer.
Yeah. But also sometimes Komala.
Mm-hmm. But also sometimes Komala.
I'm gonna say Reggie because I'm always Reggie.
That's
Specifically
fair.
for this podcast today, I totally was up on time. I planned for this.
You did have a slow start.
Yes. But
I'm always Reggie, but I always have a slow start too.
All right. So this first email this week is going to be from Wyatt White. Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's a tongue twister. Wyatt White.
Okay. So salutations, Puckle peeps. This is Wyatt here, finally mustering up the courage and willpower to send in an email. Well, thank you. Thank you for finally. We love hearing from everyone, you know.
Oh, yes, we do.
Maybe I'll start being active in the Discord after this. Please do. We're hanging out there generally most of the time.
He submitted trivia this week. We read it.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm half awake, so it's not all sticking.
Understandable.
Anyway, that's the topic. I would love to see a new region based off of the Pacific Northwest. PokeTuber Loxton made his own fan region for the area, and he had so many great ideas. The PNW would have everything you need for a good region: deserts, mountains, semi-volcanic areas, and too many coffee shops that you'd want to admit to.
Yes.
Okay, so time out. This already happened.
In Lumois?
This already happened.
Oh.
Fun fact.
Oh, yeah.
That is what Coliseum's region is based off of, just like the Western United States entirely, including the Pacific Northwest. That's why you have rainforest up north.
Huh. All
Fun
right.
fact. But and you have the deserts, because deserts. Like, what else is in Arizona?
Sand.
Yes.
Cactus.
That's a desert. That's what's in a desert. You're naming things that are in a desert, Shamu.
Forest rough gets everywhere.
I'm just thinking of the cacti from Snap. It's
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's cute.
another level is the best for 2 things alone.
All right.
The Cacnea shirt's good, by the way.
Oh, I'll look at that in a little bit. But okay, now of course I'd like to talk about the best state of the region, Idaho. Laxton spent his entire video trash talking this day, so I felt like justice was not given. I would love a new regional form for Sableye, where he spent too much time indulging in sweet gems from the gem state, to the point he'd be more crystalline than the goblin.
I approve.
Of course you do.
Right. I was waiting for it. Also, a cute little potato-based mon would be fantastic. That's all I have for now. Thanks to the read, Wyatt White. I would like a little potato mon. That'd be kind of cute.
A potato mon.
Yeah, potato mon.
That feels like a yokai though. Like,
And?
they legit, like, when they went to America in Yokai Watch, they legit just had like corn. Like, that's what it was called. I think his name was Corn.
Yeah, so we've got Cacnea the cactus. I don't know what you mean.
Corn on the cob. I don't know.
I
Cacnea
can't
at least
hear you
has,
over
like,
my
arms.
ice cream cone.
Yeah, but the ice cream cone has personality, and it's not actually an ice cream cone. It's just a block of ice that looks like an ice cream cone.
Fair.
So what's ice cream then? Ice cream is just ice, and so what's ice? Wait, my life is a lie.
Moving on. Our next email this week is going to be from Tank. What's up, Puckle? It's your boy Tank. I haven't been around in a couple of months. I wanted to contribute to the mailbag this week since I haven't interacted with y'all in a while. For the first part of the question this week, I wanted to follow up with Yushiro's idea for a region based around Africa. I think it would be really interesting to have a deep forest mazes where you can find small towns hidden in the jungle. That would be cool. Especially in like current wild area type thing. Like if it was like Crown Tundra, that would be really cool.
Ooh,
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. There could be a sandstorm-stricken areas where wild Pokemon jump out and chase you that you couldn't see unless you had a Pokemon that knew sandstorm first in your party. If you had a Pokemon like that, you could see through the sandstorm and avoid the wild Pokemon encounters. Remember the goggles in Gen 3? I was about to bring that up.
Yeah.
You just wear the goggles in Gen 3 and then you're done.
Yeah.
Obviously, you need an Egyptian-themed area. Can you imagine going through a pyramid that was a giant maze dungeon with a legendary/mythical Pokemon waiting in the center? We kind of had that in the battle pyramid.
I will say I thought of Battle Pyramid immediately.
Yeah, battle pyramid's like almost exactly what you described there, minus the mythical / legendary.
Instead, you have Branders who got the Reggies.
Yeah.
It's like, even though it's got legends, you don't catch them.
The Gen 5 ruins kind of give the same feel with the Volcarona at the bottom, too. So.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. As well as a river that were to go through the entire region that you could follow from one end to the other once getting the Surf HM. Unique was of an NPC or blocking path until you progress further. Okay, so the Nile River doesn't flow through like the entirety of Africa. It's just like through Egypt. Let's see. So like people are just like, yeah, I want Egypt. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable too, I think.
Yeah.
And depending on the season parts, the river could dry up and new parts form, or you can access different locations at different times of year. Time travel options like in the Animal Crossing series. Animal Crossing doesn't have like a built-in time travel, which I think you would require in Pokemon at that point. I think there's so much potential for a region centered around Africa. What do you think would be cool animals to base the starters off of? What Zodiac members are left for what's it called? For Fire
starter.
Yeah.
Have they done a rat yet?
That's Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's the mouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cyndaquil's the mouse.
I don't know my Zodiacs.
I'm trying to think of the not what's that anime called? Oh my gosh.
Naruto.
Fruits Baskets.
We were talking about Fruits Baskets.
Fruits Baskets.
Oh yeah.
Oh, isn't there like Oxer Bull's one of them? Rooster.
Yeah, we have a dog. We do have the dog. We do have the dog. We don't have. Yeah, the Rooster's Torchic. Dragon's Charmander. Dog we have in Fennekin.
Oh.
We have.
Yeah,
we have the pig. We don't have the sheep or the ox.
Yeah.
That could work. That could work. And then water type starter. Is there a cool weapon in Gen?
There are several.
Egypt? Yeah, what's a cool Egyptian weapon, Seth? Tell me.
I don't know a name of them, but I mean, given its rich history and the fact that it went through like Bronze Age, whatever, like.
Yeah, no, you totally make a water starter based off that in their final Evo.
You have a spear.
And then I don't know what like a spear or something would be really cool.
It was Bryonac or like Aaron Bar, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe if you say that one.
I'm just trying to think of what are the grass starters usually based on? Is it always dinosaur? It's not dinosaur.
Some kind of dinosaur reptile typically, but then
it's like extinct animal. It's like extinct animal.
Prehistoric time.
Yeah, it'll just be a cat named Mao. A cat named Mao.
It's not even being like snakes with arms and legs to being a snake that nowadays.
Yeah. So there's like, did you know that's why they call so there's a species of cat called the Egyptian Mao, and you can not a species, but like you can get a breed called the Egyptian Meow, and the reason is because the Egyptian word for cat is meow.
Yeah, which is just the sound.
They literally walked up to it like a Pokemon. They said, "What is your name?" And it went meow, and they went, "I guess that's what we call you now."
You have answered my question.
And that's why they worshipped him.
I mean, fair.
He answered the question. What is your name? Meow.
The internet is just ancient Egypt. We all worship cats and communicate through pictures.
Well, it's also just ancient Egypt. That's all of the JoJo's memes.
It's also that.
Like,
bury that.
If we get like an Egypt in Pokemon, I want a JoJo's reference. I want there to be a character named Dio there, just for why not?
That's the grass starter, an extinct species. Dio. The Pillar Men.
It is
the
I,
option.
Dio.
If you see a road roller next to the side of the road, you use strength on it, you get Dio.
Oh man, I think this is a good one. Let's see. Okay, moving on. Second question. I think my spirit Pokemon would probably be something like Togetic. Knowing you, Tank, you're absolutely correct. Despite the fact that it's my favorite Pokemon, that's part of the reason why I'd pick it to describe myself. The type of person who strives to bring happiness and good fortune to others. Thanks for reading. Stay safe out there. I'm not going to read the PS because it's just for Thatch. All right, one more email today, and that is going to be from our good friend LP Cut Zero.
Yep, and I've got that one. Good afternoon, PUCL crew. My name is LP Cut Zero on the server. I have really enjoyed your podcast and appreciate the Discord. Thanks for making a cool community to be a part of. I'm emailing y'all to answer the most recent mailbag question. What kind of region do you want to see, and what is your spirit Pokemon? So, I lived in Australia for a year and a half, working for a family that were beekeepers and shepherds. So I agree with Claude9 in wanting an Australian region. Australia is beautiful and has much more diversity than what people think. Of course, it has the vast red Mali Desert. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. But it also has breathtaking rainforests, Florida-like swamps, and picturesque mountains with valleys to feed the sheep. I think Pokemon regions are especially lacking in swamps. I mean, we have the Isle of Armor wetlands with the current generation and the swampy area in Sinnoh, but I want a swamp like the ones I have at home in Florida. Why?
Nobody wants that.
That sounds awful.
Nobody wants this.
But we do have stuff in Gen 6.
In Gen 4, you had the Great Marsh.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
that's what he mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
He mentioned that, and then Island of Armor. But I'm saying there's also like Gen 6 where you get like Gumi and
Gumi. Yeah.
It's like a wetlands, marshy area as well.
Yep. Yeah. So it has like the same exact mechanics too as the Great Marsh, where you can get stuck.
I think Gen 5 actually had that. Might be more of a muddy wetland because it's where you get Stunfisk.
I don't remember.
It's kind of like that. I would say not exactly, but you're right.
It's more Gen 6 is closer to it, than that. But
you're right though.
He does elaborate on what his picture of it is, though. He says a plethora of trees following the snake-like river that is full of fish, reptiles, otters, birds, etc. So he's got kind of a picture of it.
I would like another like Great Marsh, which I guess we're technically getting.
Yeah.
So. I mean, we're getting the Great Marsh once again.
Anyway, moving on. I know we have Kangaskhan, but I too want a more obvious kangaroo-like Pokemon, jumping around, wanting to box other Pokemon, and maybe without the glove on the tail idea. Another Pokemon I imagine is a parrot Pokemon that has a similar gimmick to Vivian and Alcremie, because Australia has a bunch of parrots that would be a shame to overlook with their stunning colors. We already have the sleepy koala in Komala, so I think to wrap it together and make it Aussie is to give us a bottlenose or snubfin dolphin and a platypus Pokemon. The fabled dolphin Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm really surprised we still don't have that after all these years.
The closest two we have are the fact that Lantern kind of looks somewhat dolphin-like, and that Kyogre is an orca, which is a dolphin. Those are the two closest that we have.
Yes, you are correct. But Kyogre also has wings for whatever reason.
Oh, he's got fingies.
He's got fingers. The
fingies.
Pat your head with.
Chicken fingies.
Broke your
chicken
hair.
Fingies.
Chicken fingies.
I saw the greatest thing. It was a meme the other day, and it was like, "Why does Lugia have hands?" And someone photoshopped and put it together, where it was the seagull shut meme, but it was Ho-Oh. And Lugia putting the fingers on the Ho-Oh's beak for the shut.
Oh no, that's hilarious.
Audio-based medium describing a meme picture. I'm a professional.
We are top tier.
Continuing on, do you guys remember that Fakemon platypus? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Or filling in the Oshawott or something like that.
Yeah. Silhouette of the Oshawott.
With the acorn on its head or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Thatch brought up a good point I would like to echo. I think they should make a few more regions and stop. They should revisit the older regions with new stories and introduce a new mythical here and there, which follows the lore of rediscovering it. Australia and Africa would be awesome regions to end with. Make something we love and stick with it. Please stop moving on from good opinions. My opinion, though. Well, pardon me. From good ideas. My opinion, though. Yeah. So his final answer to the second question is my spirit Pokemon is Scorbunny. Because we both are generally jolly-natured and both love to play sports. Or it's Oshawott because what I got on my Patronus is an otter in Pottermore. So
that's a good reason. You know what? That
is a good reason. Until they come out with a dead horse, I'm kind of dead in the water on that. That cheating way. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this. I hope you stay healthy and happy. Sincerely, LP Cuts Null.
They did it. They're the dead horse, though. There's Spectre.
Oh, that's so true. Have you seen the theory, Seth, by the way, about how
I've seen the theory
used to be a Galarian Rapidash? Yeah.
I saw the theory. Yep. Yeah, that's such a
cool
cool theory. I love that. And I didn't buy it until I saw the feet, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, the feet are almost exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole region thing, though, you just kind of fix with forms at this point, you know?
Yeah, honestly.
You just evolve them over time. It's like, oh, this Pokemon's now adapted to the region. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right. This is the end of our mailbag this week. We did have a lot more emails this week. They will be read on this week's extended mailbag. We did do one earlier this week. I actually remembered to do it. It was a good time. I stream it on Twitch to record it, so you guys can catch that. I haven't set a time for it yet. It'll either be Sunday or Monday. If it's Sunday, you already missed it. Sucks to suck. You should follow us at twitch.tv/the PoGo podcast. Green Taurus badge, though. Anybody we think we should get the Green Taurus badge?
I think we got a lot of conversation out of the second one, too. So
Tank or Tank
this week?
I'll go. Who was the other one you guys wanted other than Tank?
LP Cuts.
LP Cuts, yeah.
LP Cuts. You know what? LP Cuts gets it. LP Cuts 0. I can go with that. LP Cuts 0. You get the Green Taurus badge. Heck yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of combo out of that.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and email us next week, you can over at puclpodcast@gmail.com, letting us know what you think of Pokemon Snap, or new Pokemon Snap, I should say, because I would love to hear everybody else's opinions. And send a picture, but we're not going to show it on the show because we're a podcast, an audio podcast.
Yeah.
We will, of course. I would love to hear from you guys, though. If you want to keep up with us throughout the week, check out our Discord. I'm hoping to have a URL by the time this posts. That should be pucldiscord.com. So you could just go there and get to the Discord invite link.
Ooh.
I know.
Vanity URLs.
No, it's not a vanity. It's not a vanity URL. It's just
never mind.
It's just us buying a URL and putting our permanent invite link there. Parking our permanent invite link so that you click on. You can go there and then you'll get the invite link.
Here was I thinking we're much cooler than we are. Silly me.
Nope. We also you can also follow us throughout the week on our social media over at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. You can also go ahead and follow us over at Twitch at twitch.tv/the PUCL podcast. We've got so much going on over there now. It's hard to keep up with. So definitely check it out. I'm on Tuesdays, and I know something happens on Thursdays, and then something might happen any other day of the week. So make sure you do that then. That's the answer. You can, of course, go over to our YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/PuclPodcast, where you can catch mostly Cloud9 and P. McGee playing games, and the extended mailbag if you missed it live and you want to see your email be read by me. It's a good time. So other than that, if you want to support the show, you can go over to Twitch, drop a Twitch Prime subscription, or you can go to Patreon at patreon.com/PuclPodcast, where you can support us, and we are going to get that anime podcast out this month for sure. It's happening by the end of this week. I'm doing it. All right. So on that note, we are going to call it quits. I have been Trainer Thatch.
I've been Shamu.
And I've been Seth Vilo.
Here in the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's closing time.
Time in Lavender Town. Time to say our goodbyes. It's closing time.